Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Mason Plumlee, Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Johnson, and it's Williams in at the 3 slot. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Dunn. Oh, Williams with the block. Back to Russell. Oh, deflected. Lays out, and so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Russell against Jones. Johnson a screen on Jones. Shot clock at 6. Russell to pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here are the Suns. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Now here's Claxton. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Takes a step back. Williams. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Booker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker's taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars, some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Now here's Dunn. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Booker, fires the 3. Booker missing again.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Outside Johnson. Russell with the ball. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Dunn, the pass to Booker. Inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Cloudy, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. 5th best, the Suns.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Back to Russell. Nice move. Deflected. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Dunn. Booker against Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Plumlee a screen on Russell. Jones misses.
had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Jones. No made baskets yet. Lets it fly from 18. The rebound by the Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Yeah, in the pick and roll, you have to account for Russell. He's looking to score.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Dunn outside. Down low. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Outside Johnson. Back to Russell. Now here's Johnson. He's closely guarded. The kick out to Johnson. Johnson passes to Russell. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Soft touch, Russell from range.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Give it up for Team Height.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Simmons is checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Johnson. And Williams is subbed in for Johnson. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. O'Neal comes in for Durant. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Allen in for Jones. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Richards, the pass to Beal. Soft touch off the glass.
Powering through contact, Beal with the strong finish. .46 seconds left in the first. Russell, the pass to Simmons. Back to Russell. Here's Clowney. He's covered by O'Neal. To the paint. Clowney, good. Great find by Simmons. He's always looking to create the best shot possible for his team. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. Booker against Russell. Now here's Booker. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. And so it's D'Angelo Russell making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Williams. And it's Watford in at the four-man spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. It's Durant with a drive. Count it. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Unique body type. Durant slips past you in a hurry.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Nets. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that's the third game out of 4 at home for them. Outside Simmons. 6 to shoot. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Richards. The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There was a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
First free throw is good. Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard, but his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
And it's tied up with that one. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Now, here's Williams. There's the block. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Shoots from the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
All right, fans. It's time for the dance dance. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching.
And let's take a look at the leaderboard and see which players were the top shooters from three-point land this past month. And you look at Allen, never leave him open. Second in the association from deep.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
Here's Wilson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. 5 on the clock. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Big time flush from Simmons. You see how powerful he can be.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And for the Suns, they're shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Morris passes to Beal. And that comes off the assist by Morris. And the Suns lead by 2.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Simmons, averaging around 6 a game. Outside, Williams. Shoots over Allen. Durant pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Here's Williams. Outside Simmons. Back to Williams. Watford outside. Morris against Simmons. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Wilson, no good. Phoenix leading by 5. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Williams to the inside. Clowney. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
The Suns have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Pass to Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
and sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Simmons with a screen on Allen. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
I told you, you get it, TJ.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. Johnson comes in for Watford. Johnson, he's checked in for Wilson. And Russell is subbed in for Simmons. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. Dunn comes in for Durant. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Allen. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morris. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Now here's Johnson. Still no points. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Outside Booker. Plumlee, a screen on Johnson. For three, Booker! Another three for Phoenix.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Nets trail by 6. Russell finds Williams. There's the screen by Johnson. The three is up. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Russell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Russell's got 10 points in the game.
When you talk about crafty players, you're talking about players like D'Angelo Russell who can find his spot.
Plumlee, a screen on Russell. Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Beal against Williams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Free throw drops for Beal.
An all-around threat. Beal is one of those guys that provides leadership in your locker room.
Here's Russell. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Williams. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that concludes the first half. Phoenix out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
When I look at the Nets, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And let's talk now about the first half in our game. Devin Booker been doing his thing.
What isn't Booker doing out there? Playing with a lot of intensity, working hard to impact this game.
Yeah, big night for Book so far. Tough to imagine that changing. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Phoenix leading by 9. Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Devin Booker, Mason Plumlee out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Tyus Jones, and it's done in at the 3. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Now here's Jones. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Devin Booker for 3.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Back to Booker. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Nets trail by 10. Williams passes to Johnson, and he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And a look at the stats for Grayson Allen.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Phoenix leading by 10. Outside Jones. Pass to Plumlee. Now here's Dunn. A chance to check out the Phoenix Suns' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
For your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
Gotta come through at the free throw line. These are the teams that are getting it done from there. The Suns in 5th.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Screen by Claxton. Here's Russell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Dunn. Rebounded by Johnson.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Durant. From deep three-point land.
They've been struggling to find success from distance here in the second half.
Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. Outside Johnson. And he's going for the oop here. Dunn outside. Here's Durant. Durant with another miss. Nets trail by 10. Pass to Johnson. The 3-ball. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. Now here's Plumlee. He's guarded by Claxton. They still need this. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Russell's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Williams passes to Russell. Johnson a screen on Jones. Russell, that's good.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Phoenix leading by 6. Pass to Plumlee. They double team Durant. Jones, the pass to Plumlee. Here's Booker. Rejected by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. For Brooklyn, Clowney comes in for Johnson. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Johnson. Beal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Booker, just 5 to shoot. Rejected by Claxton.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Russell finds Simmons. Russell against Jones. Yes! And the foul! It goes on Tyus Jones.
Oh, that's a strong play. Russell anticipates the contact and creates the and-one opportunity.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night here. Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Martin comes in for Claxton. Richards is checked in for the Suns. O'Neal comes in for Durant. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Greg.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Just bouncing off of contact, Booker putting in work in that weight room.
1:25 left in the third quarter. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your home squad. Who wants a t-shirt?
Allen, he's checked in for Jones. Well, we all know how much teams lean on their shooting guards to score the ball consistently. Here's a look at the 2 guards who have been filling it up this season. Second is Devin Booker.
And night after night, we see this group light it up. If you try to take something away from them defensively, they'll beat you some other way.
As a 2 guard, that's what it takes to put up points like these guys do. You have to have a versatile game. You have to be able to keep the defenders off balance.
Now here's Martin. Here's Russell. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half. getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's Booker. 3-point lead. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Beal. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Ben Simmons. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Now here's Watford. No points yet. Martin, the pass to Simmons. The three-pointer off the mark. The Suns lead by 6. Beal finds Morris. 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Booker, beyond the arc, knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Trendon Watford, and it's Clowney in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Martin with a screen on Morris. Morris against Simmons. Watford outside. Launches it on target from range. Watford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
At 6'10", Simmons sees the entire floor at all times.
Beal against Martin.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Nets trail by 8. Outside Simmons. Pass to Clowney. Watford outside. Here's Simmons from downtown, and the Nets another 3.
How about the confidence right there from Simmons? I want to see more of these shots from him.
And so Beal will bring it up for Phoenix. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Good work there as it goes. And the Suns lead by 7.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And Simmons, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Defensively, you know Simmons is probably going to drive it, but it's still tough to stop.
Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Beal, and then Beal with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Simmons. Pass to Watford. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Phoenix leading by 7. Now here's Durant. Beal outside. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Wilson. Now Watford. He's covered by O'Neal. Watford gets the bucket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. Dunn comes in for O'Neal. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morris. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Williams. And he lobs it up. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. And so it's Phoenix with it. It's a 5-point game. Outside Jones. Back to Booker. Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Claxton passes to Russell. Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Jones feels it out. Pass to Dunn. Inside. Outside Durant. Takes a 3. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
For the Nets, this one not looking good. Claxton a screen on Jones. Outside Johnson. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Claxton with the block. Johnson finds Russell. Double team on Russell. Johnson for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 5. Outside Jones. It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over Johnson. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Booker's got 22 points.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Here's Booker, and another basket for Phoenix.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Russell, the pass to Williams. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. What balance from Booker.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. Russell, that's good.
Oh, tonight we've seen D'Lo put on a show. This guy believes in his game. Russell thinks he can put up huge numbers every single night.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
You're at the line 1 time.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Booker with it. Russell covering to the middle. And he slams it in one-handed.
Taking on more playmaking responsibilities, Booker has matured over the years, becoming a better teammate.
Shooting for Phoenix. Devin. No shot.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And that one misses. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Russell. Plumlee pulls down the board. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Now at the line for the Suns. Mason Plumlee. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called, Brooklyn. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
$16 seconds left to play in the fourth. Williams against Booker. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Devin Booker.